I'm not sure I have the words for this, but I think you'll get my point. You have said that our vortex, that we've created a path to our vortex. And I was listening to a physicist recently that was talking about how, of course, time is not linear, and that there's a fabric of the space-time continuum, and that our desires are essentially placed at coordinates in the in the space-time continuum. And that made me think of sort of the flag, like the golf flag in the sand of we've put our desires out there and we've made a spot for them, and that we've essentially laid footprints. You've called it a path to that desire, and as we get into vibrational alignment with it, it comes into manifestation. So I was just really excited about this and wanted to hear what your thoughts were. Thank you.
Well, everything that you said here is vibrationally accurate. Therefore, we have no disagreement with anything that you said. We like to explain what you said in this way. When you think a thought, which means when you notice something, when you remember something, when you imagine something, when any thought activates within your point of focus, you emit a stream of consciousness, energy, frequency, vibration that does make a pathway. Now, if you just do it once, fleetingly, there isn't anything out there that we would use such a strong word as coordinate. But if you do it frequently, so that that thought just comes to you easily, we would even give that the word or the label belief. A belief is a coordinate that the law of attraction is responding to. In fact, you could say that coordinate is cooperative with other matching coordinates. Now, the longer you hold that belief, wanted or unwanted, and the more that coordinate attracts, because remember we said to you, when you think a thought, the thought thinks. Now that coordinate is attracting, and now it is even stronger than a belief. Let's call this coordinate, this attractive coordinate that has you all over it. You gave birth to it. It and you are one. This now becomes an expectation. An expectation is a very strong coordinate that has very strong attraction power. So, we want you to envision that you are spewing thoughts, sometimes frivolously, sometimes fleetingly, sometimes deliberately, and sometimes the law of attraction is calling them from you because it's a belief or an expectation that makes it easier to think that thought than not. So as you get this stream of consciousness out there ahead of you, we like to say it's a path that you have pre-paved, that when you are on it, and as you stay on it, it will lead to a manifestation that is consistent with what the expectation is, wanted or unwanted. Oh, we like this conversation so much. Now, imagine with us, this is thinking outside the box, what kind of coordinates your inner being has placed on your behalf. Every time you ask for something, your inner being knew it and placed a coordinate out there. A coordinate that calls you because it's about you. You gave birth to it. But when you choose to go a different way, even though that larger part of you is calling you there, that's that tension you feel. You're off course. Your navigation is calling you to what you said you wanted, but you're not going because you have other habits of thoughts, inside the box thoughts, practical thoughts, should do it thoughts, wrestle it to the ground and kill it thoughts. Friends, when you more and more, and you're doing it more and more, Esther really is doing it, when you line up with those things that your inner being knows about you, your worthiness, your blessedness, your capabilities, the things that fascinate you and interest you, the things you adore, the people you adore, what you love. When you are lining up with those coordinates, when the coordinates that you are deliberately believing and expecting match those of your inner being, that's the kind of coordinates that keep Earth spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets. That's that kind of power. That's the energy that creates worlds kind of power, which you all have easy access to. You just got to understand how it works. We know this conversation isn't for everyone that is viewing today. It's a small handful of you that are ready for this mastery of creation.